I'm very glad I could add some value to the Burfi team. It's very enthusiastic to work with Burfi and see the enthusiasm among the volunteers. Ours is a volunteer organization, and we always find it very motivating to work with organization like Burfi, which also gives us new ideas for our Sky organization. Sky is a non-profit organization. We teach meditation and simplified exercises to a larger audience. It's a non-profit and not religious. Yes, a couple of things which is very interesting for us is that myself and Rajesh were associated with Sky. And when I joined Burfi last year, there were coaches and excellent training sessions. After the run, we have been practicing this reflexology for a long time, for a very long time. And after practice sessions, there was immense pain on the legs, and the natural reflex like thing that happened to us is that, okay, why don't we do reflexology on our foot? This is too much pain, right? So, and I'm doing it for the first time. So when I started doing the reflexology after the run, I saw that the recovery time was really quick, and I was feeling much more relaxed, able to sleep well. I was recovering pretty quick. That was very distinct. And I thought maybe I'm doing it and maybe I have some bias. So I requested Rajesh also to try that. And when he did that, wait a minute. When he did that, he also noticed a distinct difference. So that's when we thought of teaching to Burfi. And then I did some small search, Google search on an association between reflexology and marathon. And I was surprised there was so much connection between reflexology and running groups. What is reflexology? Reflexology is like the nerve endings there are a lot of nerve endings on our feet, which is a representation of our entire body. So our nerves from the eyes end on the feet. And it has been designed this way by nature, because we are wearing shoes and very soft-soled sandals and things for the past maybe 1,000 years. But for millions of years, it evolved without any footwear or anything. People were roaming without anything on their feet, and the nature has developed it such a way that it gets stimulated. The body's functioning is stimulated by the human's way of walking. When they walk, when they hit the ground, the nerve endings touch the ground, and that's how they get stimulated, and that's how it was operating all these years. And when we stopped doing all this hard work, not walking much, and wearing comfortable things, so now that stimulation is absent. Reflexology is a discipline where they recreate this and then enable that trigger that stimulate the nerves which were dormant, and it cures many diseases. And it's a separate discipline on its own. Let's focus on for what is there for the marathoners. And if you look at the picture here, this is how the reflexology and the different body parts are connected. If you can see the presentation, it's right from the head. You can see it's a resemblance of the entire human body, from eyes, nose on the top, and to the reproductive system or the genitals at the bottom.
We cannot see any presentation. No, we're not able to see any presentation.
Okay.
No, I can see.
We can see.
Oh, okay.
We can
Sorry.
see the presentation.
Yeah,
I guess you need to pin his screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Sorry about that, Nagarajan. Sorry.
Okay, fine. So reflexology benefits for marathoners. This is really a surprise for us. Like it works anytime, especially post-run sessions after we run for marathon. It helps to drain the lymphatic fluids. Lactic acid gets generated when we do the running. And when we do the reflexology, it drains 4 times faster so that it avoids muscle cramp. And it boosts the circulation, rejuvenates the tired tissues. When we run this tissue, the circulation becomes, the tissues become really stiff, and it has to ease to enable the flow of body fluids. And that's how it gets it rejuvenates, right? So it triggers this rejuvenation process much earlier, much quicker, and it accelerates it. So that's another benefit, and it reduces inflammation. So doing reflexology triggers the secretion of hormone cortisol, which is an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory, so that it reduces the swelling and inflammation caused by injuries. And pain reduction, this pain, the nerve parts are the path of nerves which causes the pain. It gets stimulated, and it helps to relieve those nerves by doing reflexology. So this is my own experience. The pain factor, it's like it starts coming down really fast. And then after doing reflexology, this is benefit for marathoners or anyone who is doing it. It's like you will be able to sleep really well, and it reduces the pulse rate. That's another thing, which is like the amount of carbon dioxide exhaled through nose is increased, so that the breathing speed comes down. And obviously, this is a physically we are relaxing our feet by pressing our feet, and it actually helps the tissues on our feet to relax faster. Okay, and other benefits, which is a common benefits, like it's really good for the hearts, lungs, and intestines and brain, and it's actually a preventive for sciatic nerves and preventive things around the sciatic pain arising around the lower hip. This is sciatic nerves, and the arthritis and other symptoms improves. And you can do your own research on reflexology. There is so much material available. Okay, let's do it. Mir, are you able to see my feet? You can correct me if I'm not seeing it. Are you able to see my feet? Hello?
I think you'll have to get out of the presentation so that we can then pin to you.
Oh, yes. Okay, stop presentation.
No, it's okay. You can click on his photo. That will be bigger.
Oh, okay.
So
Actually, this is good. Actually, that's a good point. I'll
This is
stop the-
better.
Okay, so first, this is a leg exercise. This is before reflexology. Just stretch your legs like this, and you have to keep your support your back. This is called shoulder stand. Like I'm keeping my palms closer to my hips, so that it's a shoulder stand. My body is supported. The back is well supported by the shoulders, right? So this is shoulder stand, and I stretch my legs, and this is inside out. You can do along with me. Inside out, inside out, inside out. Just try to avoid the lift of your knee. Okay, and then now a little closer, 1 feet distance between the feet. Now sideways, just like windshield wiper. If you look at it, it's touching the sides. The sides of my feet is touching the floor. Okay, this is 5 times. Okay, now with the same distance, now I'm doing a rotary motion. This clockwise motion. 4 and then 5. Okay, now anti-clockwise. 1. Try to touch the ground as if you're trying to touch the ground with the sides of the feet, right? This itself is very, very relaxing, actually. Okay, and we are done with this leg exercise. Now we are going to do the reflexology. Now I fold my right feet, and I've clasped both my fingers at the back side just to offer support, and I'm going to use only my thumb fingers. I'm going to begin pressing my big toe finger from top to bottom in a zigzag manner. Left to right, right to left. Press and release. This is associated with our brain pituitary glands, pineal glands. Okay, up to the neck of that, I did that. Now with each thumb finger for each of the toe fingers. Okay, one toe finger each. I'm pressing from the top and left to right, right to left. Okay, last two fingers, left to right, right to left. Okay, now the neck of the fingers. Now I'm going to do for the main body of my feet. It's again left to right, right to left. It's like a printer head moving left to right and right to left. With both the thumb fingers, I'm moving left to right, right to left. And at this place, when you offer the pressure, when you press it, make sure you get a bearable pain. Feather touch doesn't work. You have to press a little harder. Okay, just that's how it makes a difference, right? Now on the softer region, this part of the sole is really soft, so we have to press a little lighter. The pressure can be a little lesser here. Okay. And while doing reflexology, make sure your nails are not touching the skin. It's the pulp of your fingers that should touch it. And then now the harder part, heel. I'm pressing the heel. Okay, I'm done with the entire sole. Now I'm doing for the top side of the feet, which is facing me, right? From the top, look at it from the top, thumb, big toe finger. I'm pressing back with both the thumb fingers on the side. So look, this is actually for the backbone. Okay, do it second time. Third time. Okay. Now around the ankle. So now around the ankle, thumb finger on top, rest of the fingers at the bottom, just pressing on the same place. Around the ankle. Now at the bottom of the ankle, support it with your left palm, right palm on top, and then massage it clockwise 3 times, counterclockwise 3 times, and then clockwise 3 times. Now hold the ankle with your right palm resting on your thighs, left hand holding the big toe, holding the toe fingers, and then rotate it clockwise 3 times, counterclockwise 3 times, and then clockwise 3 times. Okay, now the very important part. Now it's most very relaxing part is that you can massage your entire feet like this, and then your calf muscles with both your fingers, and then the thigh, and then you can straighten your leg. Now you'll find a difference between the right leg and the left leg. Right leg feels much more easier, lighter than the left leg. If you have pain, especially after a run, you will see the difference. The right leg feels lesser pain and the left leg still feels the pain. Now we're going to do for the left leg. Same thing, okay? Let's begin with the big toe finger. Use both my thumb fingers, left to right, right to left. Okay, and then next two fingers, one thumb finger each. Next two fingers, the top side of these fingers represent nose and sinus cavities. The bottom part represents ears. Now the main body of the feet, zigzag. Applying pressure which is causing variable pain. And then the middle part, I'm going a little softer. If you have kids and you want to wake them up in the morning, you can go sit next to them and then do this reflexology to your kids. Apply pressure, which if they do it, how much pressure they would apply. You have to think about it and apply the same level of pressure to them. And you can see a lot of good changes, especially the relationship between you and your kid improves because you are waking up with a nice massage, which is actually helping their body and build relationship. Okay, now I completed up to the sole. Now coming to the side, the top side, which is facing me. From the top, using both the thumb fingers, I'm pressing. And then one more, two more, second one. This is for the backbone. Last one. Now around the ankle. Press and release. Okay, 3 times, up and down. And then now right palm at the bottom, left palm on top. And then I'm doing a massage clockwise 3 times, counterclockwise 3 times, massaging the ankle bone. And then clockwise again. Now I'm holding my feet, my ankle bone with the left palm. Right palm, I'm holding the tip of my toe tip, and then I'm rotating, doing this rotary motion clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then clockwise. Okay, at last, massage the entire leg. Then massage the entire calf muscles, then relax your thighs. Okay, this is all about reflexology. Any questions, any doubts?
So Nagaraj, I have a question.
Yes.
At what time of the day is it most effective? Is there something like that? And how frequent can you do in a day? Like how many times in a day?
Once in a day is fine. Twice is excellent. You can do it early morning after waking up from your bed. You can do it. And then this can be a family habit. You do it for yourself and then do it for your kids. And then before going to bed, like especially people who have this insomnia, who cannot sleep well, it's highly recommended to do this before going to bed.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, next is breathing practice. We have to sit straight. I'm going to teach an exercise. This is a lung exercise. For runners, the intake capacity of our lung has to be good, and it has to be very healthy. There should not be any contaminants in it. And we have to, and our daily postures, right? Especially during this COVID-19, we are like sitting in home, we are kind of a couch potato, and then we are like sitting like this, leaning on the sofa, or like lying on the bed and doing some work. So our posture is really bad then than it was the good old days before COVID-19. Um, so to make sure our lung is retaining its capacity and is increasing it, we are going to apply breathe for each and every part of the lung. Okay. The first thing is, okay, I'm using my right palm on my navel and the left arm pressing against the left lung. It is actually pressing against the left lung with my arm, and then the finger over the right ears. Okay. So this is the posture. Now, if you look at it, my right lung is free from any pressure, right? It is open. Now, if you close your eyes and breathe, take a deep inhalation, slowly, not fast, and fill your right lung. And then exhale without holding the breath. 5 times. Second, inhale to fill your right lung. Exhale. Normal breathing, don't do it faster. Third repetition. Fourth. Fill and then release. Don't hold it. So right lung is fully expanded. Now let's switch to the left lung. Okay, same posture. Flipped. Now focus on the left lung. Exhale completely. Fifth time. Okay. Now both hands. First the right hand and then the left hand on top of it. Now let's focus on the back side of our lungs. The front side is blocked from expanding. It has to expand like a balloon in the back side only. Focus on the back side of the lung and breathe. Fourth time. Do a complete exhalation, that's important. Fifth time. Okay, 5 times done. You can open your eyes and see me doing this. I am holding my respective palms, right palm, left palm with the respective ears, and the fingers touching the backside of my head. And now stretching both my elbows to 90 degrees from the body. Now I'm inhaling 5 times, focusing on the sides of my lungs. In this posture, both front and back side is constrained by the muscles. Now the sides are opened. Okay, now holding the hands up might be causing a little bit pain, just to wiggle a little bit. Now right palm over the right eye, sorry, left palm over the left eye, and then right palm over the right eye. Cup it, don't press the eyeballs. Palms cover the eyeballs. Now focus on the top side of the lungs and breathe. This is also good for the eyes actually. Okay, we are done. Now we bring down your hands. We're done with the lung exercises. We call it as neuromuscular breathing. Next, we are going to do a breathing practice, which we call it as 7-11 breathing. So what is 7-11 breathing? So when we breathe, normally our exhalation time is shorter, and we have to increase the exhalation cycle. So what happens is, let me keep it short. When you inhale, it triggers the anxiety part of our body. It triggers the anxiety response in our body. When you exhale, it naturally triggers the relaxation response of our body. So that's the science behind this. So we are actually prolonging the exhalation cycle so that it calms down our mind very naturally. Let me increase the volume of this. When you hear the ding sound, you have to switch from exhalation to inhalation. 7 seconds for inhalation, 11 seconds for exhalation. Okay. You can sit normal. There is no postures. You can just clasp your hands together like this. And when you hear the sound, switch. Now we are going to start the inhalation. Don't hold the breath. That's very important.
Agarajan, can you move the camera so that we can see your face too?
Okay.
Because for breathing, I think it's important.
Actually, it's okay. There is no big difference. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. This is fine. Yeah, this is good. Thank you.
I have this problem now. I have to hold it something like, oh, keep it in me. Keep it with me. Okay. Okay, let's start. Clasping my hands. Inhale. Start exhaling slowly. Throttle your breath to 11 seconds. Inhale. Gradual inhalation. Very slow exhalation so that you can throttle for 11 seconds. Inhale. Double bell means exhale. Now close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
Activity completed.
Okay. We are done with the 7-11 breathing. We did almost for 5 minutes. Next, we are going to do something called, most of you may be aware of this. This is called Anuloma Viloma. We call it Nadi Shuddhi. I'm just searching for the way to share my screen. I'm not seeing. Oh yes, here we go. Okay. Okay, so here we saw this 7-11 breathing. This Nadi Shuddhi. So in Nadi Shuddhi, there is a lot of benefits. I think I don't need to go over that because of time constraints. So in general, it relaxes your mind, improves your blood circulation in the body, and a lot of conditions. It regulates, it resets the nadi. Nadi is an important part in all the Eastern medicine, including acupressure, Ayurveda, and Siddha medicines. They talk a lot about nadis, the flow of energy channels within the body. So this one is actually cleansing this nadi paths. And to prepare for Nadi Shuddhi, you need to keep your left hand in Chin Mudra, as you see in the slide, and the right hand in Nashika Mudra, which is you leave the left pinky finger and the next finger up, and the next 2 fingers down, and thumb finger up. Okay, that's the Nashika Mudra. Okay, now once you are ready in this posture, let me stop sharing, and then you can see me. Okay, my left hand is in Chin Mudra, right hand is in Nashika Mudra, and I'm closing my right nostril and then inhaling through my left nostril. After inhalation, I'm closing my left nostril through these 2 fingers and then exhaling through the right nostril. Inhale back. Now close, exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale first and then inhale. Keep doing this. After switching nostril, you are going to exhale and then inhale. After inhalation, switch. Do it normal speed. Now, if you are comfortable, you can close your eyes and watch the breath and do it. You can watch the flow of air getting into one nostril, filling the lungs, filling both the lungs, and then exhaling through the other nostril, and then again filling the lungs. You should visualize that flow to the lung and coming out through the nostrils. Now let's exhale through the left nostril and complete. Now keeping your eyes closed, observe the body. We are sitting like a statue. Our body is not moving. Who am I? Am I the name, my education, my professional expertise? Is that me? There is something more than that. When I eat the food, I can feel the taste when I chew that. Once I swallow that, it gets into my body and I don't know what happens after that. I don't control that. I don't have any control on how it gets digested. There is a consciousness in my body that takes over. It does a lot of things for me. What is that? Which extracts juice from the food, distributes the nutrients to the entire body. There are multiple systems operating within my body, and I'm not consciously controlling it. Where this consciousness came from? Who is this? That's the divine consciousness in us. Every human has this divine consciousness. It protects us, guides us. When I say I am, I'm just 1% of what I am, what we perceive as I am. My name, the place of my origin, my credentials. Rest of that 99% is this divinity in me, the subconscious system. Some call it nature. All are same. It is this nature that's taking care of us. Let us be humble with this realization. And is this same divinity in us is existing in all the living beings. Inanimate, animate, everywhere this divinity is existing in the form of consciousness. Let us surrender our ego. Let us set aside the ego we have in us and fully observe the actions of this divinity, which is taking care of us without our own knowledge. Let this divinity create a protective ring around us in these unprecedented times. We need to protect ourselves. Let this divinity in us protect us from all the harmful diseases. Provide us with the job safety and financial stability. Let the divinity in us create a protective ring around us. May this divine power protect, guide, lead in all our activities, day and night, at all times and at all places. May this divine power protect, guide, lead in all our activities, day and night, at all times and at all places. May this divine power protect, guide, lead in all our activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. Let's bring up your family members in your mind. Let the divinity in them create a protective ring around them. Think one by one. May the divine power protect, guide, lead in all the activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. May this divine power protect, guide, lead in all the activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. May this divine power protect, guide, lead in all the activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. Let's expand our mind for the entire world and think about all the living beings. Let them all recover and come out of this crisis with all kindness and compassion. See the divinity in all the human beings, in all the living beings. May the divine power protect, guide, lead in all the activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. May the divine power protect, guide, lead in all the activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. May the divine power protect, guide, lead in all the activities, day and night, at all times and in all places. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Thank you. This divine protection is something we do practice in our Sky Yoga. We see the body or the physical living being is a fraction of the universal consciousness. The universal consciousness is there, which is operating this entire universe. And a fraction of that is in every living being. And the thoughts, when we set aside our ego and surrender ourselves to the divinity in us, we will get a capability to connect with this universal consciousness. And in that state, when we do this auto suggestions, affirmations, that gets reflected in ourselves as well as in the universe. And it registers good waves across the world. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity you have given me to present about some of the meditation techniques and about reflexology. If there is any question, I am open to answer now.
Yeah, thank you, Nagarajan. This is excellent. So one question I have is, can we do all the three breathing patterns together, or is it Okay, it has to be done in the same order, or can we separate them?
3 breathing
So we did
practice. Okay, that one is an exercise. The one which we did, the breathing for the lung is an exercise actually.
Okay.
Of course, exercise, when we put our full focus, it's again becomes a meditation. In that sense, it's right. That's an exercise part. Meditation here, this one is called, this one is a breathing practice or pranayama kind of meditation, where we are trying to bring down the frequency of our mind. The order of thing, I would say, you can do either one of them. That should be enough. Both is not necessary. You can do either 7-11 or the Anuloma Viloma or this Nadi Shuddhi. The second one is a bit difficult for the new aspirants to get connected with, because it's kind of, you have to do this Nadi Shuddhi, Nashika Mudra, and then do this alternate, which is kind of a little difficult for people initially to follow, and they will run out of breath in one side and other side. 7-11 is quite easy to catch, and within 5 or 6 repetitions, you will learn how to throttle your breath so that it runs for 7 seconds, and then for 11 seconds you are able to sustain exhalation. Right? Initially, you will run out of breath when you exhale, and you will learn how to throttle it and keep it even. It's not like jittery or like it's like very fast inhalation and then slow exhalation. It will be. So either one is enough. I think long answer.
I had a question, Nagarajan. The app that you used, is that like a paid app, or is there like, can you tell us the name of that?
Interval time. I think everyone knows that. Interval timer.
Interval timer?
Yeah.
Is it an app or is it inbuilt into your phone?
Sorry?
Is it a separate app or is it built into your phone?
No, it's an app. It's an app. It's just an app.
Okay, thank you. Okay, cool.
This is very useful for our marathon runner training also, right? I use this for this 2:1 running or 3:1 or 4:1. When I was training, I was using it. Any other questions?
Going once, twice, thrice. Any questions? Okay, I guess we can end this. Thank you so much, Nagarajan. Thanks for your time. And this has been really excellent session. We could actually practice these things at home, just allocating some few minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, May, for that.
Thank you, sir. Awesome, excellent.
I have a question. Will you be able to share the slides with us, Nagarajan?
Yeah, I shared it with Mir. If you have a channel already established, I think I can. Oh, can I post it in that channel?
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll share it with our mentor group. Anyone else wanted? Anyway, the recording will be available in the app. For the slides, I will share it with whoever wants it instead of being it made public. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Nagarajan.
Thank you, Rajesh.